Ladies, gentlemen, various assorted furry type creatures. This is the White Trash Panda. Welcome back. Today we are playing Far Cry New Dawn. And we will be talking about Magic the Gathering and how it relates to me being in prison. So, look, I know it's been a few weeks since I actually put up a normal video. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. That's why you've been hearing me yammering with Koromon playing Zelda. Where the hell am I going? But I am back. If you found the Koromon series interesting, there'll be more videos of that coming soon. But in the meantime, Magic the Gathering. Most of y'all know about this game. Pretty much everybody does now. But back in 2005, 2006, wasn't so popular. Not so many people knew about it. I was introduced, I'd heard of it, I saw like a commercial or two on TV. I didn't know anything about it. Wasn't really into card games that much. Tried playing, the Pokemon card game, whatever, with a buddy as a kid. Couldn't really figure out the rules or get into it. Didn't really try that hard. Never found it that interesting. But I was in prison, and a buddy of mine introduced me, buddy of mine by the name of Scooter, or went by the name of Scooter, introduced me to Magic the Gathering. Taught me how to play, and I've been playing it ever since. It's actually really a lot more interesting than it seemed at first. But yeah, I'm really terrible at narrating while I'm playing. I really should just record voiceovers for after the fact. But that's probably less interesting or something. I don't know. Maybe y'all can tell me in the comments whether or not it's a good idea for me to record separate voiceovers. I'm thinking it probably is. Anyway, so Scooter taught me how to play MTG. It was pretty fun. We were in prison, there wasn't much else to do, so that's kind of what we did. Worked out, played Magic, different crap, stupid crap. Where the F did you come from? Listen. Just die. Oh crap. And there's a bear. Crap. Kill the bear. Oh, come on, I can't even freaking reload. Dying. Okay, this was a really bad place to land. Sorry, folks. Yeah, we played Magic a lot. And, we couldn't have actual cards in there, though, because they have monetary value. And most anything of monetary value was contraband in prison. Weren't allowed to have it. So we made them ourselves. We'd have friends or family send in photocopies of magazines with card listings and whatnot. And, you know, we had folders full of them. Excuse me. And made our own cards out of manila file folders based on those write-ups from the magazines. So we, but the flip side of that, though, we could kind of have them for a short period of time, but we had to, ultimately we had to hide them anyway because they were considered finished hobbycraft. You're allowed to have hobbycraft stuff, but if they decided that it was finished, then you had to either throw it away or send it home, mail it home to your family. You weren't allowed to keep finished hobbycraft items. Where the hell? So, yeah, but some interesting things happened surrounding playing Magic the Gathering in prison. First, and it's funny, all the crazy stuff that happened surrounding Magic didn't happen for the first couple of years, like first year and a half, whatever. It happened at the second facility. First store I was at, nothing really happened in regards to Magic. I don't know why. I don't know why it all happened in second place, but it did. So one day I was playing Magic with a buddy of mine in the day room in our housing unit, and Command Center decided they were going to do a fire drill for most of our, well, pretty much my entire section, my entire side of the compound. Great. Well, I suppose I don't really need the helicopter anymore. I kind of wanted it, though. Let's do this. Not the pantry. We're going to go back to Signal Point. So yeah, they do this. They start running this fire drill. Alarm starts going off. We're in the day room, so we gotta leave. Well, supposed to leave. Supposed to just drop everything and get out because it's a fire drill, obviously. But given that these cards were technically contraband, most of the time the guards didn't care, but if they wanted to be buttholes, they could take it from us, they could write us up for it, yada yada. So I was like, screw this, I'm taking these cards and taking them back to my bunk and hiding them, right? So I gather everything up and I start walking down the hall back toward my bunk, and there's a guard there telling everybody to get out, blah blah blah, because of the fire drill, go this way, evacuate, blah blah blah. Nobody really cares, everybody knows it's a drill. But all these people are, all the other prisoners are all doing as they're told. They're heading out they're heading toward the exit calmly, whatever. And here I am walking the opposite direction, and the guard starts hollering at me like, "It's a fire drill, you gotta go outside, blah blah blah." Like, yeah, I'm taking this back to my rack, then I'll go. He just kind of gives me this stupid look, and he probably tried to argue with me or something. I just ignored him and kept walking. So finally he goes, you wouldn't be doing this if it was a real fire." I looked at him, I'm like, dude, I'm in here for a fire. I do not care. I am not afraid of fire. I just walked back to my bunk, hid the cards, and then left with everybody else. That was fun. Like, come on, dude. I'm in here for fire. You really... I burned down a house. You really think I'm afraid of fire? You think I'm going to be worried about that? About it that much? Besides, the likelihood of a fire starting in this building was astronomical. There's almost no electricity, electronics, anything anywhere. It's the freaking prison cells, basically. What the heck is going on here? So then another time, a few months later probably, a bunch of us used to get together out on the yard, sit picking tables and play Magic. And this one kid, Marcy, thought he was an uber badass, and he put together this counterspell deck, blue counter deck. I mean, it was almost, he had some creatures and whatnot, but it was almost nothing but counter spells. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the game, basically, I try to play a card, and an opponent, and he's able to play a counterspell card and cancel my play. Basically how it works. So every time I try to play something, he counters it. Like every freaking time. And I'm just getting frustrated. I'm getting really irritated with him. He's just being it's not even that it's not even so much that he was countering my plays. It's that he was being a snotty little butthole about it. Just cocky little bastard. So I'm like, I'm getting pissed and more pissed, and finally I'm like, dude, like, you better freaking stop this. Like, I look at them like, and we had pencil and paper to kind of keep score or keep track of different whatever. It's not really score. I don't remember. Whatever reason, we had pencil and paper, and essentially, I just looked at him like, I picked up the pencil and kind of mock threatening him like, if you counter one more card, like you drop one more counter spell, I'm gonna stab you. And he's like, yeah, right, blah blah blah, he's acting all cocky. I'm like, all right, dude. I go, my turn comes around again, I play my next card. It was like 6 of us, yeah, it was like 6 of us at this table. But my turn comes around again, I play a card, he counters it. I'm like, I told you, man. I'm like, I'm gonna stab you with this pencil. He's like, yeah, okay. And he sticks his hand out, like, daring me to stab him. So I'm like, alright. Took the pencil and chink! Just jabbed him right in the back of the hand. Left a nice little hole right in the back of his hand. And he was pissed. He was looking at me like he was just like so pissed at me. I'm like, dude, I warned you. Like, I told you I was gonna do it, and you dared me. You put your hand out there. You asked for it. Of course, I'm gonna follow through. Nothing came, like, we're still buddies, nothing really came of it. Oh my god, this lag. This is frustrating. I'm streaming my Xbox to my PC because I don't have this game on my PC. And, I'm having to do it over Wi-Fi, which is causing a lot of lag. It makes it difficult to play. That aerosol worked out better than I thought it would, though. Be completely honest. Where do I go from here? I taken, wow, I took all of them. Okay. I'm not doing that mission yet. Head up here. Why not? Do some scavenge hunting. So yeah. Then, yeah, stab Marcy. That was fun. And by fun, I mean stupid. Did a lot of stupid crap. Then, months and months later, probably over a year later, while I was sitting around basically just waiting to get out. I'd already gotten my parole papers, and I was just waiting for the day to come up. So I'm out on the back 40 playing Magic with a few guys at the picnic table. A couple of them were from the level 2 side of the facility. Level 1, I think I said in a previous video, level 1 and level 2 were able to mix it in certain places. This place also had a level unsecure level 1 and a level 4, which didn't really mix with I don't want to say Gen Pop, but with the rest of the compound. except for in very specific places like the law library or the the visiting room in the command center. Very, very limited places. So anyway, I'm sitting out there, and this dude, I don't remember his name, this old, well, I say old, he was probably mid-40s, which isn't that old. I'm not horribly far from there myself, but, you know, I was 21, 22 maybe, no? Yeah, I was like 22, maybe 23. 45 seemed old. Even if it wasn't, it seemed like it. Okay, I don't think I can go this way. I think this will kill me. Get on the freaking rocks. So this dude had a particular kind of deck, magic deck, that was really hard to beat. It played out really fast. Like the mechanics of it played out really fast, and it was just really, really hard to beat. He was basically undefeated by anybody on the compound. And I also had a deck with a really fast mechanic, but it wasn't as fine-tuned as his was. So it didn't always pop off the way it was supposed to. And one day a bunch of us are out there going head-to-head, and my deck popped off just right, and I just wasted this guy in like 5 turns. Just completely freaking annihilated him. And he was not happy at all. Like, he was so mad, like he quit right there. He stood up, he starts gathering up his cards, he's mumbling to himself. He's all pissed off. I'm like, dude, it's a game. Wah. All of a sudden, he just leans across the table and just socks me right in the face, right in the eye. Now, I know you guys, some of you guys actually know who I am, very few of you, hopefully. But I'm doing the anonymous thing for a reason. But anyway, I wear glasses. I have my entire life. And this dude reaches across the table and socks me in the face, and it just, like, right in the eye. It hits my glasses, and it cuts off my face all around my eye and stuff. Not, you know, it was painful. It wasn't, like, horribly painful. But it hurt, and, you know. But I'm just like, I'm sitting there like, what the heck? I'm just so shocked that he reached over this old, and this guy, I don't know, this guy had like skin cancer or something. He was, which isn't, you know, it's not funny, it's sad, but like I said, I'm 22, 23, and in prison. I'm sitting there thinking, this old ass skin cancer MFer just punched me in the face over a game of freaking Magic. What the heck is going on? I'm just stunned. I'm sitting there like everybody at the table's looking at me, and I'm just sitting there like just completely stunned. I reach up and kind of put my middle finger, like, or my fingers, I should say, under my glasses or just below my eye, and pull them back, checking to see if I'm bleeding. And I was. And I'm like, I looked at the blood on my fingers, and I looked up at the dude. I kind of looked back and forth a couple times, and I just look at him again. I'm like, this complete look of complete confusion on my face, and just, was that necessary? all I could say was that necessary? He finished gathering up his cards, grumbling, and stormed off back to his rack. And I'm like, what? I'm still sitting there like, what the heck just happened? And mind you, the table we were sitting at was like maybe 100 yards from the guard shack. You know, the guards could see us clearly. So I'm worried about them seeing all this and like taking me to the hole for fighting and losing my parole and all this and that, and like I just can't figure out like why this dude just punched me over a freaking game of Magic. That was not what I wanted to do. I can't see. Smoked myself out.